This video will cover 13 through 16 on page 4-26 and 4-27. So our last type of equations is where you pick out two ordered pairs. And this you will have to do your slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and then plug in y equals mx plus b, and solve for b and write your final equation. All right, so we went through where they just gave you the slope and the y-intercept. Then we looked at standard form. That one was definitely different. And then we did a slope and an ordered pair, and now we have two ordered pairs. So if we look at number 13, we've got 15 minutes for $4.05. That's your first ordered pair. Our second order pair then is 40 minutes and $5.80. You just have to make sure that all of your numbers are in the same, are measured the same. So if one was minutes and one was hours, you would need to make sure you converted. All right, so now we do our slope. M equals 580 minus 405 over 40 minus 15. So I'm going to write it down here to save some room. 1.75 over 25 and you get 0.07. These ones you can have decimals for because it makes sense that it's money. So what this would mean is it costs 7 cents per minute. 7 cents per minute. So then if we write our equation, I'm going to use this smaller one. 405 is equal to 0.07 times 15 plus b. So we get 405 equals 105 plus b minus 105, so we get b is equal to 3. So our equation would be y equals 0.07x plus 3. So that means it's $3 to basically get on the internet and then 7 cents for every minute. So then our question is to figure out how much it's going to cost for 1 hour. So you need to know that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So you'll do 0.07 times 60 plus 3 and get a total of $7.20 for your final answer. So you need this equation and you need $7.20 for your final answer. Number 14, we're looking at different temperatures. So water boils at 100 degrees Celsius or 212 Fahrenheit. So that's your first ordered pair. And then your second ordered pair is 0 and 32. That's when water freezes. So our slope, I'm going to do the 212 first so I don't get negatives. And then 100 minus 0 on the bottom. So 212 minus 32 gives us 180 over 100, and you can use a decimal for these. So 1.8. So I would use 0.32. Hopefully you just know then that that's your y-intercept, but if you forget, 32 equals 1.8 times 0 plus b, so that goes away and b equals 32. So our equation is y equals 1.8x plus 32. So when you go back here, you need to remember which one is your Fahrenheit and which one is your Celsius. So our x's were Celsius and our y's were Fahrenheit. All right, so Celsius was 25, so we can just plug 25 in for x. 1.8 times 25 plus 32 would be 77 degrees Fahrenheit. So again, you need this equation and then 77 degrees Fahrenheit for your two answers. For 15, the value of a car decreases, so that should tell you that your slope needs to be negative. So 3 years, 15,000. After 2 more years, so that would be 5 years total. You don't want to use a 2, you need to use a 5. It's at 11,000. Okay, so that's a little bit tricky. Is that 3 years was 15,000? You can't use 2. 2 more would be 5 years. So M equals 11,000 minus 15,000 over 5 minus 3. So we would get negative 4,000 over 2, which is negative 2,000. What that means is it loses $2,000 each year. So now I'm going to use this smaller one. So 15,000 equals, my slope is negative 2,000 times my x is 8, or sorry, we'll use 8 later. My x was 3 plus b. So 15,000 is equal to negative 6,000 plus b. So I need to add 6,000. This is the most work you'll have to do. 21,000 is equal to b. That's the starting value then of the car. So it started at 21,000. After 3 years, it was down to 15,000. After 2 years, it was down to 11,000. So our equation is y equals negative 2,000x plus 21,000. So now we want to find how much it's going to be worth after 8 years. So you're going to plug 8 in for x. So negative 2,000 times 8 plus 21,000. To find the value of the car after 8 years, and that would be $5,000. So again, we need that equation and that amount. And our last one, we have a monthly fee and installation. So 6 months was $594, and 11 months was $989. So again, this will be a really long problem where you have to write all this out. $989 minus $594 over 11 minus 6. So that's $395 over 5. Is equal to 79. So remember, we just found the slope, which is the rate. That means it's $79 per month is what you just found out. So I'm going to use the smaller one to write my equation. 594 equals 79 times 6 plus b. So 594 equals 474 plus b. So subtract 474, and we get 120 for B. So that's your startup fee, your initial fee. So you have installation and you have a monthly service. So you just found those two things. First you found the monthly rate, and then now you found the installation fee. So the equation is y equals 79x plus 120. So then installation itself, we just said, was $120. There's your answers.